everybody. Happy Friday. Excuse me. Let's see. We've got Gwen, Broke Cowgirl Homestead. Hello. And Northern Girl Hobbies. Absolutely. Go relax. Don't worry about the live. Gwen said, excuse me. Gary's tilled my ground 9 times. Probably do it again before I plant. Worm castings and a wheelbarrow of compost in 2 of the 4 raised beds. The other 2 stuff already grown in them. Planted potatoes in the amended one. Good job. Hey, Alicia Farm Fresh. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Lisa Kolovi. Thank you as always. Let's see here. Hey, Sparkman. Good to see you. Hey, Craig. Yeah, no worries. That sounds good. That sounds good. We should be here in the morning. Actually into the afternoon, I would say. But yeah, just let me know. You guys, I don't know if I told you last week, but I probably did because I remember asking Craig if he wanted tomatoes. I think it was 154 tomatoes germinated. Too many. But very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Hope you're doing well, Heather. Yeah, no problem, Craig. Craig and Debbie are awesome. Hey, Rise and Swine Farm. Hope you're doing well. Hey, River Rat. Hope you're doing well. Hey, David Hunt. Our Urban Homestead, which is Annie. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, David Hunt. I appreciate it. Hey, Denise Bissell. Hope you're doing well. Been thinking about you. No worries, David Hunt. No worries at all. We appreciate you stopping by. So Gwen says, I have little tomato plants coming up everywhere in one of the raised beds that I planted potatoes in. Also, I think cantaloupe are coming up there in there as well. That's awesome. Well, we have been, I got the raised bed soil, which is the asparagus. I added some soil amendments there. I really want to uncover my strawberries, but it's really not time yet. Just because I like them. I don't want anything to happen. Let's see. And then we took care of all the containers that we had in the the last greenhouse, I'm confused. Hold on. We took care of the mobile greenhouse and moved it to its new spot. I got to do a video on that. So all 3 of the greenhouses are lined up together in full sun. About an hour during the day, they do get shaded by a tree, but that's it. So definitely a lot more sunshine. And thank you, David Hunt, for the reminder. Yes, hit the like button, guys. Thank you. So we also sanitized the mobile greenhouse, which was good. So that is all set to go. So we're getting ready, which is really good. And then tomorrow we are going to do our original greenhouse, amend the raised beds and sanitize that as well. Hey, Projects with Paul. Hope you're doing good. So that's what we've been up to. The tree project up top is done. So that is good. And tonight we were driving around with the side-by-side to, what we were working on. And it was so amazing because no trees were in our way. Oh, so nice. So we'll see how that goes. But very, very exciting. Excuse me. But we do have tomatoes started. And I have found homes for the ones that I don't need, which is good. But that's all good because I wanted to use up a lot of the seeds that I had that I've been hanging on to so I can get some new ones. And we're testing some different varieties this year to see how they go. But I have a ton of Romas, so that's really cool. So what are Diesel's looking at me? Oh, Spartman, if you're still here, I have got a funny diesel story for you, and of course for everybody. But the eagles out in California that are what is it? Friends of Big Bear Lake. And what they're doing is they have had an eagle cam on them because they were sitting on eggs, and they're probably not viable at this point, but we've still been watching it. Well, it was really funny because the two eagles were on the nest. One sitting on the eggs, the other one is sitting on the edge of the nest, and the one took off and went like that to fly. And Diesel went in that direction to follow it. It was funny. He couldn't understand where he went. Hi, buddy. So it was pretty funny. He sits there sleeping, but then every once in a while he wakes up and he's staring at me now. Yeah, go get him. And of course, Ryan, egged him on, and I was like, oh, geez, here we go. He's just staring me down, this dog. So tell me, what are you guys doing to get ready for the garden season? We've got seeds started. We've got getting our beds amended. And here's another one for you. Two of our containers, one in particular was really bad off. They were still frozen. We've had all this gorgeous weather, and we had one that was still frozen, probably about this thick. And the other one, it was like a big ball, but we're getting it broke up. So it's working. Hey, Vineyard Chicks. Hope you're doing well. River Rat says, excuse me, my winter jugs are doing great. Lots of broccoli and cauliflower and lettuce. That's awesome. That's awesome. And then the Vineyard Chick said, we have plants in our kitchen tables. Yeah, I bet. Gwen said, waiting for this torrential rain that hasn't happened yet to get past before I plant stuff. Smart. Yeah. I hate that when we don't get what they're. Ugh. We were forecasted for rain the other day, and it missed us. Still froze there, huh, Sparkman? Yeah, we're going to try and put some chicken manure and stuff and amend the main garden, but we think it's still kind of frozen, so we're going to take a look at it. Oh, that's interesting, Paul. Starting a compost business. Interesting. Good luck to you. That would be great. Hopefully Diesel shuts up. I apologize. Heather is getting old dry stuff out of the garden areas and putting out compost, starting seeds Monday. Nice. Yeah, I've been trying to do. Let me just see what he's barking at. Enough. He was staring this way and barking. Yeah, no kidding, Sparkman. Hey, Andale. Hey, Ariella. Hope you're doing well. Let me just go back up a minute. So, Heather, yeah, it felt good to do that. We did that today in the greenhouses, and we also are getting the soil ready, which is really nice. And the reason why I'm doing it is we have had a really mild winter. I mean, this is crazy mild, and since we've been here. And I didn't start deep litter in the coop until December because it was mild. And I said, I'm not going to have to shovel all that out if the weather's been warm. So I've been taking manure straight from the coop and putting it in my soil and wetting down my pots. And so we should be fine by the time garden time comes. I just wanted to make sure that I got it in there. In fact, I had to reach out to a friend who told me I should be good. But we mixed it in with the compost that was in there. And so we're just trying to get this done this weekend. So then it can sit. And then we plan to start on the trees in the back. Some of my tomato starts are 1.5 feet tall. Wow, that's awesome. They're loving that weather, that warm weather you got in Texas. Vineyard Chick says, clean up outside. I'm behind, guys. Give me a minute. Clean up outside, greenhouse, garden, chicken coop, bird area will happen spring break. Gotcha. Ariella said howdy to Diesel too. He does. He wants to be on camera. Star of the show. My son brought home a load of cow manure yesterday. Cool. Good deal. That's awesome. Yeah, he was, Heather. He was. Oh, and Dale was just up potting plants today. That's cool. Yeah, I up potted my tomatoes last week. I finally got the rest of them up potted, except for a few that are going to places where they'll do it. And then, but Dale, I think you were here when I talked about it, because I get confused because we post on Instagram too. But we save all our plastic containers and drill holes in the bottom of them, or use a soldering iron, and then we use those, and then we only have to up pot once, just out of the little seed trays. Lots of cleaning up outside and burn and brush piles. Daughter is mowing pastures, and we finally got the new to us old John Deere tractor home. Awesome. Yeah, we'll be doing brush again. Hey, Grace and Fire. Glenda, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're healing. Just want to catch up on the chat a bit. So yeah, that's awesome. Anybody growing anything new to them that they're really excited about this year? We are just growing some different varieties of tomatoes to see if they do well, because I happen to have the seeds. I know one of them was Rutgers, and I was not impressed with the germination rates. And those were new seeds too, from somebody who sent them to me. They were packed this year. Artichokes. Vineyard Chicks are planting artichokes. Nice. Nice. That's very exciting. I wish you well. I'm not excited about it, but not much I can do getting older. You talking about gardening in general, Sparkman? Because I can tell you right now, people tell me their joy is gardening. It's not for me. I do it to grow food, but it's not something I love. I like to harvest. Everything. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So Alicia, I put straight white vinegar in the mobile greenhouse only because it's empty. Like, I don't have any soil in there. We took everything out of it. And what I did was I took a sprayer and sprayed the vinegar on all the surfaces, let it sit for a half hour, and then I rinsed it off completely. And I did that because I saw some green from where the pots were last year, and it's also a good practice to sanitize your greenhouse every year. So I'm going to do something different in the other greenhouse where I have raised beds. I think I'm going to use a diluted peroxide solution, because the solution and any water is going to get in the raised bed. So vinegar will kill plants. Heather's growing Dr. White Cheese tomatoes and hyssop. Good deal. Brought home 2 sunflowers for my brother's funeral. They were dry, so I took the seeds out, planted some of them today. That would be awesome. What a nice reminder. Oh, I understand that, Spartman. The funniest thing is I don't like to garden, but I grew the best seedlings ever, and Ryan has now given it to me. Dang it. I loved when he used to garden because he was totally into it. Glenda says, I'm growing kidney beans for the first time ever thanks to survival seeds. Very cool. Very cool. I would love to grow a dried bean. I have seeds for, I think, pinto beans or something like that. Not pinto, but I don't know. I'll have to see. If our season was longer, this year may be the year. We are trying onions from seeds this year thanks to the vineyard chicks. We usually use bulbs, so I'm interested to see how they do, but they're popping up so far. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Good luck. I have tried growing onions from seed. I've not had any luck. Growing bacon seeds may be more your joy, Lisa. That is true. That is true, Ariella. I like the bacon seeds. Grant is still with the ladies. We could have missed action, but because we were busy, every other year we kind of saw things happening. So we'll see what happens. We'll leave them in there for a bit longer. Pepper plant that I grew inside all winter long has peppers on it finally, thanks to everyone who said to use a toothbrush to help it pollinate. Good deal. That's exciting. Yep. Onions are very heavy feeders of nitrogen. And I'm not the ones from I don't know about from seed, but I know from the sets that I've used, they're also very thirsty, but not thirsty to where you want to drown them. You just want them to have regular water. That's awesome. Very exciting stuff. Yeah, we have more sun, so that's why I put the greenhouses in a row now, so that way we don't have. I don't think we'll need it in the main garden for what we grow there because we grow potatoes and usually zucchini and some herbs and stuff. But I think everything will be fine there because it should get enough sun. So we'll see how it goes. You know, it's one of those things. It feels like everything's an experiment again because we've changed the landscape. But then when we move on, excuse me, when we move on to the back, with the tree project, I originally wanted to clear cut everything that was inside the property line. But silly me, I looked up one day and it dawned on me and I said, oh gosh, privacy. So we're going to have to leave more than I wanted. But we'll make it so we can drive around and maneuver there. But we don't want to lose our privacy with a neighbor that's behind us. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, Tom on the plant. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, and Dale, I would defer to the vineyard chicks, but I know a lot of people talk about when they get to be like, the onions get to be so tall, they snip them so that it puts more energy into the bulb formation. But the vineyard chicks wouldn't steer you wrong. Hey, Leonard Mountain Homestead. Hope you're doing well. So, Tom, you've been working on your garden. What are you doing to get ready for the season? And will you be growing this year or are you still constructing? And Leonard Mountain Homestead, you too. I mean, you know, what are you doing to get ready for the gardening season? Kind of curious. Kidney beans will be really excited. to see grow. So stay tuned to Glenda at Grace and Fire because she'll be growing kidney beans. But definitely follow the Vineyard Chicks Survival Seeds collaboration because those girls know how to grow like you wouldn't believe. They produce so much food, and they are hosting a collaboration with other channels. So check them out. Tom said, I hope to be growing this year. Still a few details, and soil is an example. Expense. Yep. Yeah. And yeah, because we want to add to ours, and soil is expensive. And yeah. So we may not be able to do it till next year. We'll see. Leonard Mountain Homestead, I'm putting more soil in my garden so I can plant some seeds. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, we have so many things that we want to do. And like a lot of us, there's just not that endless supply of money. So you can't get it all done. Plus, spending a lot of money on soil for the garden is not something I want to do. So I'm going to be looking for more compost. If not, I'm going to see if I can go to a friend and get some horse manure, which is what we did last year when we ran out of our compost that we bought. And so we can at least try to fill it up part way and also do it like hugelkultur style where, we put some cardboard in the bottom and then do some sticks and all that, and then throw some compost and then put some soil on top. I think that would work well. Oh, you're welcome, Vineyard Chicks. No problem. We pulled up the old stuff out of the garden and moved the soil around that is in there right now. Good deal. Yeah, we've been amending with chicken manure because that's what we have. I see you're using bunny poop. I don't have bunnies, so but that's great. Yeah. For sure, I have to get some compost. I've been cooking my chicken manure for years now. I bet you do. I bet you have. That's awesome. Tom, if you guys haven't checked out On the Plant, you've got to go see Tom. I mean, he started with nothing, and you should see what he's building up. And he does all of this by himself and by hand. And it's truly incredible what he's done to build things up like that. Oh, so here's a question for you gardeners, because I don't grow okra. David Hunt wants to know, what do I have to do to get okra to grow in Massachusetts or colder climates? So I'm going to leave his question up while I answer some other folks. Grace and Fire said, I do that in 2 of my raised beds. We have a 30 by 40 in-ground bed too. Awesome. Yeah. That's why I'm getting the beds ready now, Glenda, because a lot of the manure that I'm putting in is not, it's from under the roosts, but it's also, there's enough of it since December. So we should be good. And Dale said we ended up buying it by the scoop, like a truck bed scoop, a third of the price. Bags are so expensive. Oh, yeah. We don't. Oh, bags are crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. We got a load last year that was unbelievably cheap, and the stuff was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, you're welcome, Tom. I mean every word of it. I just remember, me and Tom have been friends since we started our channels pretty much. And that's what's like really cool, when you've been watching somebody for a while, because, I remember Tom's place when he just started or was newly there, and I've watched it grow and I remember it. And so Tom, watched our video on cutting the trees, and he couldn't believe all the trees we took down because he remembers it. I just want to see if anybody answered David Hunt's question. David Hunt hates okra. It's a joke. David. Well, you got an answer, David Hunt, anyway. Funny man. I'm not a fan of okra. He's got seeds. Pour boiling water. Neat. With bleach. How wild is that? How did you ever find out that you had to pour boiling water over it with just a tiny bit of bleach and let them soak overnight? Holy cow. I'll be working with my father-in-law this year. Yes, so he's serious, he's saying. There you go. Congrats, Leonard Mountain Homestead. That's awesome. I was just reading today you can roast okra seeds and grind them to make coffee. Ah! I like my coffee. Gwen, don't take my coffee away. I think Ann Dale was doing, I think Ann Dale was drinking that mushroom coffee. I like my coffee. I'm not giving it up. Coffee and half. That's how Gary's granny did her okra. It worked well for her, so it's what I do. That's so cool. That's so cool, Gwen. He is awesome. Love David, but so far he really hates okra. Maybe homegrown will be the trick. Someone sent him seeds last year. That's cool. Chicory root is a substitute for coffee. Isn't dandelion root also? Aw, thanks, Tom. Thank you so much. Yeah, the only thing about I was telling Ryan earlier, the only thing about the greenhouses now is they are out in the open with less trees, right? They get more sun. And one of the drawbacks is they're open to hail. So if we get a bad hailstorm, they are going to take a direct hit, which is going to be kind of hard. Because as you guys know, we have hail season. So Tom just had hail the other day. Mushroom coffee, Ann Dale said. It's an acquired taste, but it does make me feel better. Good for you, Ann. Good for you. I love when people rave about the taste of it, but they don't tell you, like, you have to get used to it. Dandelion jelly. I know, I've been wanting to make it, but I never can find enough on my own property. And then I feel like I don't want to get it from a place I'm not familiar with, if you know what I mean. Just say no to hail. Yeah, what the hell? Trust me, I know. Sunflower petal jelly is yummy too. Wow. That's interesting. I pulled, chopped, and roasted dandelion root yesterday. I'll let you know. Some work for a small amount. Absolutely. We might get more dandelions now, though, because I would like to make some dandelion jelly or some tinctures or something like that. That would be really cool. I think you need like 4 cups for the recipe that I saw, and I never can get 4 cups worth. Yeah, sunflower jelly sounds really cool. Excuse me. Oh, hell no. Yeah, it's crazy. Sunflower jelly, and it's sunflower petal jelly. Interesting. The violet looks really good. The violet jelly sounds really good too. Hey, Tina Life in the Piedmont. Have a good night, my friend. Tina has lives each week, so make sure you go check them out. Sunflower petal jelly. I wonder with the sunflower petal jelly if the yellow ones are different than like the darker colored ones. Heather, do you know that? Hey, Don Ray B. 4 cups always do low sugar pectin too. I'm a little late on getting my garden going this year, but I'm walking away inspired to get into gear. Yeah. I feel like I'm behind because this winter we really never slowed down because we've been busy working on the living room, and then we went right into the trees, and we're going to go right into trees again, and we're getting the garden beds ready and all that, and it just feels like it's been nonstop with stuff. Cool. Okay, you make a tea with the petals. So it sounds like you would make it similar to the way you make the dandelion jelly. I freeze dry sunflower petals and use it in my chicken nest box herb mix. Nice. We need to build you William Reich Cloudbusters. I don't know what that is. Yeah, we will be fine, Ann. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Hey, we usually start February 1st. We got it February 17th. Our tomatoes started. We're good. We'll get going, right? We'll all get going, get caught up. Right now, I'm just rushing because the weather is going to be absolutely amazing on let's see here. I wanted to tell you what the weather is going to be this weekend because for us, it's pretty incredible. Hey, Blue Collar Homestead. Hey, Grown with Hudson. So we're looking at 47 and 41 on Saturday and Sunday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are in the 50s. So we're good to go. Oh, you guys are starting your tomatoes this week, Blue Collar. Cool. I am going to plant green beans, Gwen. I will start them indoors and then put them outside. I direct sowed last year, and I had a horrible germination rate with brand new seeds. And I did 2 plantings direct sowed, and it did not go well. Sparkman will be under a fire weather watch Saturday. Yeah, I saw that. It's crazy. Leonard Mountain Homestead, I feel like I'm behind because I've only planted a few seeds already, not much growth yet. What's your zone, Leonard Mountain? Excuse me. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Alicia. That's right. Did I soak my bean seeds for 30 minutes? No, I did not. There you go. Good to know. Thank you. I did not know that. That was our first year doing green beans. And since the gardening was turned over to me, I will do that. I read that if you plant them thick, they germinate better. I did it with my peas last year after 2 failed planting, and it worked. Good to know. I planted them pretty thick because I was prepared to thin them out, but I will try that too. And Dale says 50s. We are freezing at 50s. 50s feel like the 80s to me. Helps with germination. Thanks, Glenda. We'll do that. 30 minutes. Cold water, lukewarm. Excuse me. 85 by you, Ariel. Whew. I think I was too early. My loofah is doing good indoors. That's great, Grown with Hudson. One of the things I found with my loofah was I started them in February last year, and they were doing great, but I've learned that loofah have an adjustment period, and that's why mine go outside and then they look like garbage and they go into some kind of shock, and then by the time they take off, the season's over. So I'm done with loofah. But there you go. You should be good. Green beans are so much easier to direct sow here. Yeah, I may try it again. Thank you, Vineyard Chicks. I appreciate that. Just search them 7B. Cool. Let me see here. Hey, Rise and Swine, you said beautiful weather and we're planting tomatoes this week. Awesome. Hey, Gail Southern Living. Thanks, Glenda. I will do that. Cool water, not cold. Will do. Appreciate that. Hey, our cabin in the woods. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, I'm going to try a little of both and put them out there and see how they do. I know that they are typically a direct sow, but I want to see if I can get them started inside 6 to 8 weeks before last frost. Yeah, you had that epic loofah harvest a while back. That's crazy. Let's see here. Our garlic crop is looking huge this year. Very cool, blue collar. Ours hasn't come up yet, so we'll be waiting on that. But I know that one of the things suggested to us was alfalfa pellets. So once they start growing, I will add that to it. Just ordered some stickers for the Ozark meetup, trying a new company. Nice, Gail. Nice. Gail, what are you doing? You're planting down there in Texas too, aren't you? Let's see. Just looking through the chat here. I am hoping to have another tomato year because, dang, last year was really good. Now I want to double the plants. The tulip are showing up. The peas are coming in. 27 degrees Tuesday. Yep, typical. Up and down this time of year. Up and down. We are on baby watch for daughter's horse. She just sent a video. The udder is getting full. Awesome. Awesome. I figured no news was good. No news meant no baby. It's weird. I planted about 200 garlic cloves and there's a patch in a circle that doesn't have garlic coming up. Makes me wonder what happened. Huh. Huh. That's interesting. Is it a wetter part of the... Oh, you put it in a raised bed, so that wouldn't be it. She didn't get a baby for her birthday. No, she didn't. Oh. Yes, I have a lot planted. I still have some things to plant getting there, Gail said. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, anybody have any clues as to what you think is going on? Where she's got a patch in a circle and no garlic coming up? I mean, could be the garlic, could be that, I don't know. Strange. Hey, Nunya, Texas. Hope you're doing well, Jake. Possible grubs, question mark, is what Sparkman said. Yeah. I mean, skunks don't dig things. I mean, skunks dig things out of gardens, but usually you see like a hole where they dug it out. I feed my garlic the same feed as my onions while they are growing. 2100. Hope it works. Yep. Crop circles from aliens. That's what Blue Collar said. Yeah, I use we had put manure in there, and then we are going to add alfalfa pellets. That's what I was saying, Heather. Is it more wet in that spot? But I think it's a raised bed, so I don't think it would be. Maybe I'm wrong. Growing with Hudson, I was thinking, excuse me, I was thinking moles or bad water drainage. Bad water drainage. Gail said maybe the soil is a little different in that one spot. No holes, I'll stick with aliens. It's weird. Strange. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, so, stuff's going on, and then we'll all get caught up, or we won't get caught up, but everything will get done, so don't worry. Raised bed, no critters can get to it, fenced in too. Yep. Yeah, that's so strange. I love raised beds, though. They're so nice. Tony at our cabin in the woods has some really nice raised beds. I would love to do a ton more, but is it Bigfoot? Heather said. That's funny. Maybe it's Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Hey, that's my art. Oh, I'm even more froggy than normal. So what do you guys have going on this weekend? Anything? Maybe convicts digging their way out. You are a witty one. But yeah, what are you guys doing this weekend? So let's see. Rise and Swine said she was planting tomatoes. Blue Collar said just planted strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. And now the temps are going to drop Tuesday to Wednesday. Yeah. Yeesh. Crawfish boil for daughter's birthday. That's cool. Tony just made another raised bed for his sugar snap peas. That's fun. Blame it on Sasquatch. Yeah, we're going to finish all the garden stuff and have all the soil amended so it can sit, and then we'll move on to trees, I hope. Adult kids coming home this weekend. Oh, how nice. Nice. Lots of moving compost around, fruit trees and mulch. Not as fun as the adult kids coming home, that's for sure. We'll be right there with you, Heather. Instead of a cake, she asked for a homemade banana pudding, so got to make that tomorrow. Fun. Those nasty weather guessers are saying we may have a snowstorm next weekend here. Jeez. Well, let's be real, Smart Man. You know as well as I do, the spring snows are coming. And Dale, playing in the dirt and seeds probably. Good for you. Dawn is start more seeds inside, maybe your arborvitae shrubs for privacy, clean up some outside, I hope. That's awesome. Your seeds are looking good. Ooh, chicken processing on Sunday. Nice. That's always a good day, let me tell you. Planting more potatoes. That's awesome, Growing with Hudson. We've got to wait till Good Friday to plant. That's what we've done before, and it's worked really well. My pantry will be raided by my oldest. She steals my canned food and some freeze-dried, I bet. That's awesome, you guys. Sounds like you've got some good plans, some productive weekends, or maybe just some laid-back time for some of you. That's awesome. Sparkman lives in denial about the snow. Yeah, it won't last long, though. We can't complain this year. We can't. Not at all. Gail said, let me go back up. Indiana Backyard Gardener is doing a seed swap again, so check that out. That's my art trying to get rid of aphids on my cabbage. Oof. Do you need feedback on how to get rid of them, or you know how to get rid of them? That's my art. Because there's a bunch of folks in here who know a lot about gardening that might be able to help. Planning on sleeping late tomorrow. Good for you. Oh, it's Angie's birthday Monday. Everybody wish Angie at our cabin in the woods a happy birthday. Couple dinners were going. Very nice, Tony. That's nice. So, guys, that's my art. Has aphids on cabbage and would like some help on how to deal with the issue. So, whatever feedback you have, that would be really helpful. Oh, let's see. Let me go back up again. Blue Collar said busy, busy, busy. Lots of home projects, gardening, prepping, and milking goats. Busiest time of the year. Yeah, it is. It is for you guys, definitely. Heather wants to know what is laid back time. You have to take days like that for yourself. Okay, that's my art. So thank you, everybody, for wishing Angie a happy birthday. That's awesome. Tony, please let her know that everybody in the chat is wishing her the happiest birthday. Milk and Honey Heritage Farm said baby shampoo and water mist with a spray bottle. Yes, Andel, absolutely. If you get to it and clean out your fridge, you will feel accomplished. Yes, I know it. I just did that the other day myself. So far, that's what we've got for aphids on cabbage. For that's my art is baby shampoo and water mist with a spray bottle. So I hope that helps, and I hope that helps get rid of the issue you're having. There is a BT spray for cabbage pests that worked great last year. I'm looking for the name. Thank you, Dawn. So stay tuned. That's my art, and we'll see if we have anything else for you. You're so welcome. That's my art. This is an awesome group of people. They'd be willing to help you out in a second. I didn't know that I had to soak green beans before I planted them, and I learned that tonight. So I hear the fridge thing. I'm not allowed to lift more than a pound right now. Guess what I have planned for my adult kids? Smart lady. Oh, I really need the fridge cleaned out, and I can't do it. That's the stuff you got to do. Yeah. No kidding. Tom on the plant said, BT is nice stuff. And I'm sorry, I was saying no kidding to Ann Dale's comment about coming to visit her dad once a month to throw out all the food. BT says BT on the bottle. Oh, here it is. Excuse me. BT is also organic. And Dawn said the name is Captain Jack's BT spray. I had horrible cabbage worm infestation and it helped. Nice. Gail said she's trying fish emulsion for fertilizer this year. Good deal. Grayson Fire said Captain Jack's is what I use. Awesome. Well, I hope that helps, and I hope you can get rid of that stuff. That way you don't have to worry about your cabbage. You guys rock. Thanks for helping everybody out. Me too, for helping me. Well, it sounds like my voice is going to give out here. So rather than you having to listen to me cough, I am going to get going. So I want to wish you all a very wonderful, productive, or laid back, or whatever kind of weekend you choose to have. Glenda, I hope you get those kids to clean out that fridge for you. And we will see you all real soon. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys, so much for coming. Have a great week. Take care. Oh, last minute, Agro Thrive is what I'm using for fertilizer this year. Organic Farms recommend it. Good night, everybody. Blessings to you all. Take care. See you next week.